Now let's find out what's in our community. You know them as reporters for WBZ-TV, but now they're sharing their personal stories behind running this year's Boston Marathon. Joining us now are Kathy Curran, Rusconi and Paul Burton. Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
So Kathy, we'll start with you. There are two very personal reasons why you're running this year.
Running for two very special people. 2009 was a tremendous year of loss for me. In July, my good friend Steve Exaros' son Nicholas was killed in Afghanistan. He was only 21 years old. He was a Marine. He was just a kid who was going to do a lot of good in this world, and it was a tremendous loss. Then in September, my mom passed away after a long battle with polycystic kidney disease. So I'm running to raise awareness for PKD. It's a genetic, life-threatening disease. It affects more than 600,000 Americans, 12.5 million people worldwide. It's had a devastating impact on my family. My great-grandmother died from this disease. My grandmother died from this disease. 2 aunts, an uncle, and then my mom.
So this is very therapeutic for you too, I'm sure, to get out there and hit the pavement.
It's, you know, when I'm out there running, I obviously look up at the sky and think about my mom a lot. She was just a wonderful person who really, really struggled for a lot of years. And not many people know about polycystic kidney disease. And so I hope, you know, by wearing this visor, a lot of people may, you know, learn about PKD, may be curious about it, you know, log on and Google PKD and find out a little bit about it. And then I'm also running as part of Team Big Nick. This is the shirt I'll be wearing with Nick's photo on the back. And there's a foundation in Nick's memory that helps military families, members of the military, wounded warriors. And it also sets up scholarships each year for 2 Yarmouth residents. Nick was from Yarmouth, he went to DUI. And it helps kids in the community afford to go to school. So, you know, it's been a long road to get here, but I made promises, and you know, I want to live up to those promises, and I'll be thinking of my mom and Nick every step of the way.
And Paul, it's a very personal reason for you to run as well. You're running with a team from the Ron Burton Training Village, named after your father. Tell us a little bit about the Ron Burton Training Village and how many years you've been doing this.
Well, this is its 25th year. We started in 1985. We're celebrating our 25th year, and basically the camp is my father's dream, and it's a legacy that we carry on as a family today. His mission was to take every type of kid in America and teach them 4 important values of love, peace, patience, and humility. So our mission is to take a young person starting at age 11, and we keep them until they're a senior in high school, so it's basically 7 years. Through our program, we bring the same kids back every year. Obviously, every year we graduate a class and we bring in a new class. But our mission is to help these kids, most of them come from disadvantaged, poor neighborhoods, and help them to make the winning decisions in life. And it doesn't matter where they start off in life, but if they're willing to listen to the message that we're trying to send to them through this message of love, how to respect one another, how to achieve their goals through hard work, commitment, and dedication, they will get to where they want to be in life. And so we run 7 miles a day at the Ron Burton Training Village, 5 days a week. You guys are welcome to come anytime you want.
We'll take you up on that.
Right. And but we teach these kids, no matter how deep their struggle is, most of these kids come from broken homes, foster homes, they're hurting, and we teach them that through faith, through trust, and through dedication, they can reach their highest dreams no matter what it is they want to achieve in life. But it takes commitment and hard work. And so at the end of by the time they graduate, we have many partners with us that offer full 4-year scholarships for them to go to school on a Ron Burton Training Village scholarship. So Bentley University, Stonehill College, we have all the military academies with us, United States Naval Academy, West Point, Air Force, all of them train with our guys. They're part of our leadership team, and they offer full scholarships to college by the time they graduate. So it's a really exciting adventure. All these kids come in, they come in with basically nothing. We give them all their clothes. Reebok is our proud sponsor, and we dress them from head to toe, and we all look the same. My father wanted to take these kids and make sure everyone was dressed the same, every kid is treated equally, and to teach them how to love and respect one another.
And Peg, this is your 11th marathon,
Yes.
but this one's giving you a bit of a different perspective because you're hoping to help motivate other busy moms.
Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different perspective. When I used to run marathons, and I ran 10, I qualified for Boston 5 times. I was, a hardcore trainer, but I had the luxury of time. I worked, and I worked long hours, but I could train in the morning. I could get home and train whatever I wanted to. 3.5 years ago, I was lucky enough to have a great little boy, but then began the time crunch. And I think the most common question that I'm asked by people when they find out that I'm doing this year is, where do you find the time? Between a full-time job that has very unpredictable end hours. I could be done at 6, I could be out at 8, it depends on what I'm covering during the day. And also making sure that I put enough time and effort in with my child to make sure he's a happy and healthy little guy. There's just not a lot of time left. And so the question of where do you find the time is really the question that I've struggled with for the past 3.5 years. This year, what I've found that I can do is it's an effort. It's hard work, it's commitment, but I have to literally take out my day timer every week and schedule the time. I have exactly enough time to fit in 3 training runs. That's it. That's a fraction of what I used to do before. But I'm finding that it's not as much time, but it's enough time. I'm in good shape. My times have been good so far. And I'm just hoping that, first of all, I'm hoping to sort of reclaim my old self, my old fitness, which I really enjoyed and was proud of. But also I'm hoping that I can motivate some other people who, any working parent is in this same time crunch. And I'm hoping that somebody may say, well, wait a minute, she had enough time to train for a marathon. Maybe I've got 15 minutes here or there. What can I do in my own life to make myself fit? It's good for yourself, it's good for your family, and you have the time, you can do it.
And Kathy, you mentioned promises. The theme of the marathon is it's all about the promises. You all seem to capture that in your reasons for running. So good luck to you on Monday.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. If you'd like to learn more about our 3 runners and their causes, go to WBZ-TV.com/Boston Marathon.